Namaste. In this episode, I'll take you through a journey of Hampi and the role artificial intelligence plays in the preservation of the historical site of Hampi. Hampi is a cluster of historical monuments dating back to the Vijayanagara Empire of the 14th century, which is in Karnataka, India. It was recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1986. This beautiful site comprises of more than 1600 surviving remains of the last great Hindu kingdom in South India that includes forts, riverside features, royal and sacred complexes, temples, shrines, pillared halls, mandaps, memorial structures, water structures, and others. Chronicles written by Portuguese state that Hampi was a prosperous, wealthy, and grand city near the Tungbhadra river with numerous temples, farms, and trading markets. It has been noted that by 1500 AD, Hampi Vijayanagar was the world's second largest medieval era city after Beijing and probably India's richest at that time, attracting traders from Persia and Portugal. The empire declined after facing defeat by a coalition of Muslim sultans in 1565. References about city of Hampi have been made since ancient times. It is mentioned in the Ramayana and the Puranas of Hinduism as Pampa Devi Tirth Kshetra. Hampi continues to be an important religious center, housing the Virupaksh temple, an active Adi Shankar linked monastery, Vitthal temple, and various monuments belonging to the old city. The ruins of Hampi were first surveyed in 1800 by Scottish Colonel Colin Mackenzie, Surveyor General of India. His observations suggest that Hampi site was abandoned and only wildlife lived there. Up until mid-19th century, the site was largely untapped. The interest in the site gained momentum when Alexander Greenlaw visited and photographed the site in 1856 and later published in 1980, and this is considered as the most valuable source of mid-19th century state of Hampi monuments to scholars. The initial studies sparked interest of scholars in the study of Hampi, and various works have been published in the 19th and 20th centuries on the same by Alexander Ree and Robert Sewell. The growing interest of scholars led to clearing and repairing of the Hampi groups of monuments. A reliable destination of choice for tourists from around the world and India witnesses threats of various sorts, which include unplanned development, inadequate protection, seasonal flooding, narrowly defined protected zone being striped for building materials to fuel the modern city's construction boom. The threats are so dire that this site was pushed into the list of World Heritage in Danger in 1999. India attributes supreme importance to the preservation of tradition and cultural heritage. It is believed to be a moral imperative that what had been inherited should not be consumed but should be handed over, possibly enriched, to successive generations. Despite various conservation initiatives in place for the management of this site, the intensity and speed of decay is staggering and requires technological intervention. With consistent depletion of historical sites due to plethora of natural and man-made factors, artificial intelligence has become even more pressing for conserving these historical sites and subsequently creating a digital database of these sites for people to access, understand, and experience. A public-private partnership model brought together experts from the fields of technology, computer science, architecture, and the humanities. More than 10 prominent national academic institutions such as the Indian Institutes of Technology, Indian Statistical Institute, and National Institute of Design, as well as multidisciplinary cultural institutions such as the National Institute of Advanced Studies (NIAS), participated under the guidance of Government of India's Union Department of Science and Technology along with private partners like Microsoft for the creation of a more complete experience of the city as it was during its heyday. The aim of this project was to apply technological and cultural perspectives to reconstruct the sites digitally. It includes digital walkthroughs with a 3D view of the sculptures previously damaged, restoring artifacts such as mural paintings, inscriptions, and sculptures. In this phase of transition from 3D to metaverse, artificial intelligence is the need of the hour. Newer opportunities for cultural interaction can be established by preserving of historical sites. Therefore, it is essential for people to utilize newer technology to digital repositories for cultural heritage. This will lead to better access of history for tourism, research, and future generations to experience. Alongside conventional preservation, artificial intelligence proves to be a newer and effective solution for preserving sites of historical significance. It aids in expanding the domains of accessing, preserving, and experiencing a site. If you want to know about any other historical site of India, please leave it in the comment box so that I can come back with it. If you have liked this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.